I've already seen the TMZ post, and I'm not gonna speak on it. So, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing the latest situation that is occurring between Halle Bailey and DDG. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I've discussed the whole issue between DDG and Halle Bailey. Now it has gotten to a point where Halle Bailey has actually gone to court. In the previous video, I said that at one point Halle Bailey is going to have to go to court and just try and put a stop to some of the things that DDG is doing. So eventually she went to court and she has been able to get a restraining order against DDG. And this whole thing is such a mess because she's accusing him of DV and a whole lot of things. Anyway, let's check out what people have to say about the whole situation, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
Just granted Halle Bailey a restraining order against DDG after she claims he laid hands on her while they were discussing visitation for their son Halo. She was passing Halo off to DDG. He became enraged as they were discussing visitation. They began to wrestle. That's when she claimed he put her head into the steering wheel, chipping her tooth as he was pulling her hair. She claimed that the wrestling didn't stop until she began to cry, but she did not feel safe letting Halo go with DDG, so she got in the car. They rode to DDG's house where she hysterically told his family about what had went down, and they agreed to look after Halo. Also alleged that DDG did some weird stuff by entering her home without permission and sending her a photo of her bed, claiming, "Oh, now I know what you be on." She claims that when he sent that text, he assumed she was dealing with other men. 4 days after that incident, DDG came to her home again to pick up Halo, which is when she broke the news that he couldn't hang out with him because he was sick. When she claims DDG became verbally abusive, claims he actually smashed the Ring camera and ran off with her phone, drove a little bit down the street and threw the phone out the window and told her, "Go get it, B." Halle claims that this prompted her to file a restraining order against DDG, and after a judge reviewed all of the footage, they agreed that he needs to stay at least 100 yards away from her, and the judge gave Halle permission to take their 18-month-old son, Halo, to Italy so she can film a movie for 2 months. Now, in addition to all of that, the judge also said that DDG cannot mention Halo or Halle on his live stream. To put the cherry on top of the cake, he submitted text messages of DDG allegedly confronting her a possible relationship with Brent Fayez. In the text here, you see DDG saying, "You think you hurt my feelings, but you really just ruined your own image. This is a terrible look." He says, "It makes you look disgusting and evil." Keep in mind, this was on Mother's Day. He says, "Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. Just have the same energy when it's my time to have Halo. I'm on the same type of time." Guys, this entire situation just caught me completely off guard. I knew they were having issues, but I did not know it was this bad.
Good morning, everybody. So I have started my day. A good start off to the day so far, and I'm at a supercharger right now charging my car, but I have to go to the dentist, and I haven't been in a really long time, and I'm just a little bit nervous, guys. Like, I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning, and also because I chipped my tooth, and I'm just a little nervous. It's been like, I know you're supposed to go like every 6 months, I think. It's been like a good, since before Halo. So I'm a little nervous, and I just don't want my teeth to be too sensitive. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Why are they saying DDG? Oh. That. Don't even. Real. All that, bro. All that.
But that can't even be real. That's a thing.
But don't even. You remember we talked about last night? All that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. You alright? You want to sit down? I'm on lap.
I'm great.
Want to leave? We'll go to the studio. Meet real quick.
The show will. No.
No. Just really quick.
The show will continue.
That's fine.
Let me talk to you.
Come on. I'm on the camera mic.
What's up, Cap?
She says she also has ring footage to back up her side of the story. The judge has granted a domestic violence restraining order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away and gave permission for her to take the nearly 18-month old Halo to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. So that's like,
listen, whatever Halle says that man and his calcium deficient bones did to her, whatever she said that he did, I believe it. I don't even need to see the goddamn proof. Like, I have seen firsthand the way him and his quicksand shins treat her on the internet, so I know that it's only 10 times worse in private. If she came on here and said that he's the reason that Chloe and Halle are no longer a duo, I would believe it. If she came on here and said that he's the reason that The Little Mermaid didn't win an Oscar, I would believe it. If she came on here and said that he is the reason that 106 in Park ended with AJ and Free, I would believe it. Lock his ass up. Him, Roxy, and Terrence. I didn't need to see no evidence, no bruises, no nothing. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I was already on your side. Putting your hands on a woman in front of the son that you claim you love so much is already horrible. But putting your hand on a Disney princess? Maybe she is much better than me. I would have sent your ass to jail. Fuck a restraining order. That streaming setup would have been on my desk immediately. Like, wow, the celebrity baby daddies are really down bad this year. I really hate to see it. Actually, I'm lying. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
You see how Halle went to a courthouse and made sure to file paperwork instead of hooting and hollering on the internet? Okay, for an audience of people who can't do absolutely nothing about your situation whatsoever. Very mindful, very mature, very much full custody.
DVD, DDG, LMNOP, XYZ is cooked. You think that the people gonna let you do that to America's favorite black mermaid and get away with it? Everybody was already on your ass when you was playing with her in the first place. Okay? And they let you slide. They let you slide. But now that we found out that she's filing a restraining order against you because you chipped her tooth and broke her things, or we on you? And if I'm being honest, I think he's jealous of her. I think he's jealous of her because his career ain't never going to be what hers is. I truly believe that. And that's why we wasn't buying it when you said that she was keeping your son from you. You can't trick us. You couldn't manipulate us. That's the oldest trick in the book. When somebody is obsessing over a woman, they get to telling everybody that the woman is not letting them see their kids. But you left a part of the story out. You left all that stuff you did to her out of the story. Jail. Send him to jail.
DDG just found out while he was midstream with Aiden Ross that Halle Bailey put a restraining order against him. And if you guys don't know, them kind of things ain't easy. In order to put a restraining order on somebody, you need to have concrete proof. You need to have receipts. TMZ posted a photo of Halle with a chipped tooth. Also posted another photo of some bruising on her arm. TMZ stated that this incident happened back in January when they were having a discussion over a custody exchange. That conversation didn't go well and he ended up slamming her head into a steering wheel, and that's what caused her chipped tooth. Instead of running to the internet, she ran straight to the courts. He has now been ordered to stay at least 100 yards away from both Halo and Halle, and he can't even mention their names on his stream. It is not looking good for your boy DDG, y'all. I can already see it now. DDG's fans are not gonna let her breathe. I can already see academics on DDG's side and calling Halle a liar. I can already see it.
She didn't want that man around that baby for no reason. What y'all haters gotta say now? It don't matter, because y'all can come up with every excuse in the book. Y'all are going to swirl it out. Either she's lying, even though she literally has proof. She showed the bruise on her arm when he grabbed her. Mind you, while she was buckling Halo into a car. She also showed a picture of her chipped tooth where he allegedly grabbed her by her hair and slammed her head into the steering wheel. But she has all that proof, and the restraining order was granted by the judge. It was granted. But y'all gonna either say she lying or she started it. And that is sad. I personally stand with Halle. Mind you, she said the abuse started in January after they broke up. They broke up in October. I'm telling you, that man was upset that Halle left. I'm telling y'all that's what it was. He was upset. Oh, and it was because she went over there to discuss a visitation schedule for Halo. The way these black women in Hollywood are not protected, let alone not in Hollywood, just in general, is crazy and it's sad. But again, I want to let it be known that I stand with Halle. DDG been a loser and he gives abuse vibes to me personally. This is just look, he just, She was too pretty for him anyway, and she had way too much going on in her career. The definition of dating down. Sorry, not sorry.
The reason why DDG has chosen to go to the internet instead of the courtroom is because he knows that if he takes Halle to court, her lawyer is 100% going to put in that petition that neither one of them can post a baby.
What? How the hell can you tell him he can't post his kid, bro? Like, where the f*** y'all getting this knowledge from?
Not only did a judge just grant Halle a restraining order, he ordered that DDG not post his child, and the child cannot be on the stream. Now, that was me. That was him watching my video on his stream, telling me, where the hell did I get my knowledge from? Where did you get yours from? Where did you get yours from? Being right feels so good. Being right feels so good. I wonder if he's going to comment on this video like he commented on the last video. That video. I wonder if he's going to comment on this one. Can he even comment on it? Because I'm talking about his son. And he can't talk about his son on the internet. Or is he just going to violate the order and potentially lose custody of his child if he's not following the court orders? I wonder if he's going to do that. I wonder if he's going to address the fact that he put his hands on a woman while he's sitting on the internet playing freaking victim. Very manipulative. Like I said in my video, everything that he did was very calculated. But you know what? I don't have to say anything because I was already right. My first video clearly still stands.
Somebody commented on my original video of the DDG and Halle situation saying, why didn't you show the picture of her chipped tooth? Why didn't you show the picture of her bruised arm? First off, I will get banned if I show that. I'm not showing that. 2, you mean the pictures that were taken back in January that she was holding for this moment to save her PR? Because she's been getting fried on the internet lately because of this entire Brent Faiyaz situation. She went on vacation to the Bahamas with Halo and didn't tell DDG that Brent Faiyaz was going to be there. And people were calling her out for being a hypocrite because she says that DDG can't take Halo out the country, and she establishes all these ground rules, but she doesn't even follow them herself. She doesn't even treat bro like a parent. She doesn't even treat him like a nanny. She treats him like a babysitter. And in that same article, bro, he can't even post his son because she's alleging that he's sending her fan base to send her hate, when in reality, she's doing it to herself. I find it funny that she's saying that because she literally weaponized her fan base back in November, and he still gets death threats from them to this day. Being in a situation where somebody puts their hands on you is not right on either end. But she's not doing this because of that. She's doing this to save her PR. She said, show the messages. You mean the text message that she allegedly sent in as her proof the whole time DDG was on live? Those messages? If you're a guy and you get posted on all these Shade Room pages, you are the #1 villain. You would never be the victim on the Shade Room if you're a guy. And it got to a point where he canceled his live with Aiden Ross. If I'm DDG, I'm countersuing. I never said that this was right or this was wrong, but I will say this. There are some intentions behind this. The timing is for a reason.
So allegedly, DDG didn't put his hands on Halle Bailey. She said he chipped her tooth by banging her head on the steering wheel. And she released some text messages saying he was being weird because I guess he found out she was messing with Brent Faiyaz and had the baby around Brent Faiyaz, you feel me? Until we zoom in and her screenshot says tomorrow. Now, I've been having an iPhone for like 10 years. When the hell did screenshots start predicting the goddamn future? Just remember, Johnny Depp's wife said she had proof and bruises and shit too. Turned out to be she was a goddamn spawn of the devil.
Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know.
No. Don't say something. Yo, Aiden, that's not your baby mom's. Yo, Aiden, let me say this. Halle is punishing DDG, not for what he did, because they probably have a toxic relationship behind the scenes. She punishing him for what I said and what you say. That's how women are. Yo, why he saying that? You're like, yo, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Academics, he be figuring shit out. Wait, what? Wait, that's what they think? Bro, I'm telling you, chat, a chick will punish you for what another nigga done said. Why they acting like you, like I'm not your girl? You're like, wait, I never said you're not my girl. What are you talking? You know how many times that you crashed out with me about what another nigga said? It ain't me. I ain't say nothing yet. Tell you. That's why I'm like, yo, Aiden, don't say nothing. Because trust, she's watching the stream. And you know what she's saying? I didn't get the second wave. This was the preliminary wave right here.
Bro,
Tell me why Halle is dating Brent Fayez, and then Halle had Halo in front of Brent Fayez. The same one that was telling DDG don't have Halo around the house. You ain't think about that. It's called hypocrisy. No, not hypocrite. What's that word? Hippopotamus. No, hypocrite. Hypocrite. And then she just accused DDG of abuse. And then I think that she trying to get a restraining order on him or something, but I don't really know too much. But I know enough. you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know too much, but I know enough. But look though, what I'm saying is the shit is getting wicked. I don't know if she's the bitter baby mama or DDG be antagonized Halo. I mean, Halle. Mermaid. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on my talk.
Halle Bailey is putting a restraining order out against DDG because he has put his hands on her and abused her multiple times. And she got picture evidence of that shit. Her fucking tooth was chipped and she got motherfucking bruises up on her arms and shit. Crazy work. Now it makes sense on why his ass never wanted to go to court. And I know y'all are gonna be like, oh my god, she's just being a bitter baby mama. Why didn't she come out months ago when it happened and da-da-da-da. Y'all do understand how the court proceedings work and like when you do file a report, how long it takes and the process of no, you guys. That's why y'all think that this shit just be happening over or something. Like, no, it do be taking time. But if what she alleges happened for real happened, it's beyond me that he did that in front of Halo. Pulling hair, slammed her face into the driver's steering wheel, like chipped her whole tooth, call her a bitch, doing this, doing that. Wow, being on the internet telling everybody that you can't see your kid and Halle the reason for it, and the reason why y'all even get into this argument is because she's trying to talk about custody. I hope she gets that restraining order granted for real. I'm not saying I don't want him to see his kid, nothing like that, but he very much so does not need to be around Halle. Shit.
I cannot believe I'm even making this video right now, but Halle just filed a DV restraining order against DDG, claiming both physical and emotional abuse by him. In the filing, she claims that the abuse started in January, shortly after they broke up in October of last year, claiming that the first occurrence happened while during a pickup for their son Halo, and she wanted to bring up a conversation about visitation schedule. That when things turned physical. Halle submitted several pieces of evidence, including photos of physical bruises as well as him chipping her tooth. These incidents also occurred while their son was present. Several of the incidents claimed in her filing correlate with his social media antics where he claims he's being kept away from his son. The final straw that made her want to file today was after Mother's Day, where he repeatedly texted her while she was with her son and her sister. The fact that there are people that are stans of this monster. I need him under the jail with Diddy. The fact that this is happening on day 2 of the Diddy trial is just, dear God. Now, on top of the judge granting the restraining order, she is allowed to travel with Halo while she's on set filming her new rom-com in Italy, and that DDG is no longer allowed to post her child on social media or have him on his live stream. I pray for Halle and Halo. This is just devastating to even just read. No woman or child deserves any of this.
I don't understand how Halle went from buckling Halo into the back seat to somehow finding her way to the front of the car by the steering wheel. I'm not saying that she's lying about the whole situation, but something is not adding up. And then in the restraining order, she put for Halo not to be on DDD's stream or even post it online on any of his accounts. And it's just like, what does that have to do anything with DDG allegedly putting his hands on you? Everything always comes down to somehow Halo not being involved with DDG. And if you really felt like you were unsafe around DDG, and you went and you told his parents, his family, then why did you not go to the police right away? Like, I'm sorry, I just can't wrap my head around how now all of a sudden he's an abuser. He put his hands on you, he did this, he did that. But when y'all was on good terms, he's the best father, he's this, he's that. And like I said, I'm not saying that she's capping, but I just don't seem to understand how she went from putting Halo in the car seat and then DDG saying, get out my car, bitch. How did you find your way to the front where the steering wheel is? That's the only thing that's just like, okay, something is not like making sense right there. And then also y'all are saying here and saying, oh, well, in order to get a restraining order, you need evidence, you need hardcore evidence. Well, luckily for famous people, they can get around things easily with something called money. So I just don't want to come for him for no reason, especially if there's really no proof. Like, I need to see the proof. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can say, hey, y'all want to call him a woman, but y'all do all that. I already know the Halle fans are going in right now. Like, they in his comment section going hot. But I need to see evidence, and that's just how I feel about the whole situation. I feel like there's always two parts of a story, and I feel like she's just, like, making it seem like he's just the last person. Like, and that's one thing about DDG. He never made it seem like Halle was a bad person. So let's just see how this all plays out.
Now, like I said, I'd done some other videos about DDG and Halle Bailey's situation, and I said when he was talking about not seeing Halo and her restricting him and all the nonsense he was saying, that she might eventually have to go to court and just try and make everything legal so that she's not having to deal with his mess. Anyway, she has eventually gone to do that, and the judge has given her a temporary restraining order. He's not supposed to get within 100 feet or 100 yards. I'm not too sure about that measurement. He's not supposed to mention her, which is a good thing. He's not supposed to mention her and Halo. And I love that, because he was really like using her for clout on his stream, and it was just embarrassing to me, and I'm sure it was very embarrassing to her. So I am glad that the judge has said he should keep her name out of his mouth on the stream. Now, she's supposed to go for filming in Italy, so she has been allowed to carry the boy, which I love that she put that in the case for herself, because if she had carried that boy without the legal backing, he was going to start doing all sorts. Now, she went on holiday with her sister and Halo, and the message I saw that he was sending to her when she was supposed to be enjoying Mother's Day was just irritating and annoying. Honestly, the boy is just a boy. In my own opinion, he acts like a boy. He's a young man, I understand, but he's not comprehending that his baby mama doesn't want to be with him. And I don't know why he's having jealous fits, like as if he's a high schooler. So some of the things that she put up that he did, I kind of believe. Now, I don't know about the whole DV thing, but I know that he would probably have been doing some emotional abuse and just irritating her and just being a pest, because we see it all the time when he's always talking about her on his stream, making songs about the whole issue, their issue. So with all that he has done that I've seen, I am tempted to believe that what she said he did, majority of what she said he did. And that is the honest truth, because his antics has been on the internet and it's just a mess the way he has handled everything. Anyway, Jay, I don't know what is going to happen after this temporary restraining order. I don't know how he's going to cope, because allegedly he found out on a stream, and I don't know, some people are saying that it might be a fake reaction, that he probably would have found out before TMZ published it. I don't know, but we'll see what's going to happen, because definitely he's going to try and make all this thing all about him and make it seem like Halle Bailey was the bad person, not knowing that all his behavior since they broke up was just not too nice, and she had reached a point where she had enough. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you think about this whole situation. Do you think that Halle Bailey was right to get a restraining order, was right to go to the courts to try and just solve this whole harassment issue that she has been getting from DDG? Or do you think that she should have just had a conversation with him and not go this far, considering that DDG likes his son and he's always talking about his son? I would love to hear your own thoughts, so please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.